Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's time to get the ammo week started. So we're gonna start by going into Academy. Academy? Andrew, there are no academies in Southwest Florida. Well, you're right, there aren't. But this isn't any typical weekend. This is Patriot Games weekend. And we're over here in Palm Bay. There's an Academy and there's a Bass Pro. So let's go see what they got. All right, well, we're over here in Palm Bay and we're going to the Bass Pro that's here. I don't know anything about this one. I've never been to this one. So let's go inside and let's see what they got. We definitely don't have one of those over in Fort Myers. Nope. I mean, we got at Gators, but not at Bass Pro. Over here in the reloading section, they got a lot of dies, some stuff. And then they've got some powder. You got Varget, which is 223, 22, 250, 308, 306, 375 H&H, and then H1000 for the big boys. But no primers. You got a bunch of bullets, a bunch of projectiles. But we'll see what kind of ammo they have. We've got some shotgun. This is just one of the sections. This is all double aught buck, some 8-shot, 4-shot. Prices are pretty similar to over in where I am. You got 20 gauge slugs. You got 12 gauge, 7.5 shot, 12 gauge, 7.5 shot, 8-shot, 8-shot, 4-shot, 7.5 shot, 8-shot, 28 gauge, 12 gauge, 1-ounce slugs. They got a decent amount. It's pretty much the same as where I am, but we got 17 HMR, got 17 HMR, and then 22. It's the same price. This was 65 over in Fort Myers, and then we got 380. That's Streaks. Some 357 Sig. No, not for that price. I just needed a little bit. 556, the same price. 300 blackout. That's just ridiculously expensive. 30 or 30 bucks. It's kind of high. 7mm, 450 Bushmaster, 250 grain. No, that's supposed to be 7mm. That's supposed to be 7mm. That's the Bushmaster. 308. It'd probably take me 5 minutes to go through all this ammo, so I'm not going to. That's actually not a bad deal right there. And then all the 556 is the same. That 300 blackout's the same. Nothing is like super special over here. You get the 40 for 53 cents. That's the same price. 45 auto. It's pretty much all the same stuff. You get the same type of 9, 40 cents around for the 250 packs. And those are jacketed hollow points and some full metal jacket. And then Remington for $20.99, same price where I am. And we got a bunch of bulk packs. That's, 95. Those are 200 round packs for $120. So a bunch of 9mm, and then some 500 round packs. It's a 1,000 round pack, 62 cents. Monday afternoon, I'm back from the Patriot Games. Everything hurts and I feel like I'm dying. But I went to Academy and Bass Pro over there on the East Coast, and I wasn't able to film in Academy because there were like 4 people having this really obnoxiously loud conversation in there, and the prices were higher than Bass Pro, so definitely not buying anything from there anytime soon, but I don't have one near me. But it's Monday afternoon and we're headed into my local Bass Pro to see what they got. All right, in the Bass Pro, we've got that's been here, Streaks, Aguila 9, $22 for 50, 124 grain, 40 cents around here. We got self-defense, 147 grain, 124 grain, 124 grain, so Punch and HST, Sierra, Barnes, Sierra, Ammo Inc. And we got 40 self-defense. That's been here. 53 cents a round. 60 cents a round. 60. 56. 65 or 66. Blazer aluminum, way too much. 60 cents a round. 58 cents a round. Same. Jacketed hollow points, $30 for 50. We got 45 for 62, 65, 70 cents a round. We got 380 for 58 cents a round, and 32 auto $1 a round. Blazer 124 grain, $20.99. Remington 115, $20.99. 22 Win Mag for $23. 17 HMR for 20. 17 HMR for 20, 20, and then 18. 270, we got 22 Nosler, such a nice round. 25-06, 30-06, 30-06, Bushmaster 223, that's been here. These two boxes have been here. Those Win Mag have been here. Ranger Blackout's been here. We got 6.5 Creedmoor, $2 a round, $2.25 a round. 6.5 Grendel for 35 for 20. And then if you need 308, come to the Bass Pro. There is so much 308. Come buy it so that I can stop going over it. There is so much 308. Back at the house, recap time. So this ammo week started over on the east coast of Florida. I had the Patriot games over the weekend. If you haven't checked out those videos, I'll leave a link to day one up here, and I'll leave a link to day two in a few moments once that tag goes away. But really awesome and taxing, very taxing competition. So I appreciate if you give me a watch and let me know what you think. But I started over in Palm Bay or Melbourne, Florida, and they've got an academy and a Bass Pro right near the Palm Bay Police Training Facility. So I was on the way to the hotel, and I went to academy first, but I wasn't able to record because there were people having a really loud conversation, which is fine, but I couldn't record. And I've been yelled at in academy before for recording. Not yelled at, but they told me I couldn't record. But the prices overall were a little bit higher than Bass Pro, which sucks because it's higher than Bass Pro, and Bass Pro prices are a little on the higher side. But they had a bunch, but they didn't have as much as Bass Pro. That Bass Pro over there, as you saw, had a ton of ammo. That wall of ammo was almost as full as what it was before the pandemic, and that's pretty good. So there's definitely a ton of ammo over there at that West Melbourne Bass Pro Shops. But I didn't buy anything there. I was kind of hungry. I needed to go check into the hotel and whatnot, so I didn't get anything over there. I came back over here to Fort Myers, and I went to that Bass Pro, and they had pretty much the same stuff. And if I took the time to go over every caliber, every box of ammo over there, this video would be a half an hour long because they had just that much. But the new things over here at the Fort Myers Bass Pro, I did get a box of indoor training 9mm from Federal. It's the green box, and I got a box of 45 of this. It's a lighter bullet, so it's 70 grain, meant for indoor shooting, but I got it because I wanted to do a video on recoil and 70 grain versus like 115, 147, 150. So I got one box of this. It's $27.99. I don't need to buy 1,000 rounds of this, so I only got one box. That's why I went over what my max is. And also another thing that I wanted to test out, I got some of this CCI Clean 22. It's subsonic, and it's a poly-coated lead blue round nose round. You can kind of see the blue round there. I want to put this up against the Colibri and see how it sounds, see what the sound difference is, and I will eventually suppress my 22 AR. So I got this. These were $11.99 a piece, so I got two of those just for testing purposes, because I think I'm a scientist, so you know how that goes. And then, being that I bought a 40 cal handgun, I did want to get some self-defense rounds, so I got some Hornady Critical Defense 165 grain FTX. I have this in 9mm, and that's what I shoot out of the EPC, but now that I have a 40, I wanted to get some self-defense and do some testing. So these were $32.99 for 20 rounds. And then I went to the local shop. That did it for Bass Pro. They had a lot of stuff there. They had, you know, every caliber that I've mentioned in the past: 243, 270, 30-30, 30-06, 6mm Creedmoor, ton of 308, 450 Bushmaster, 350 Legend, 264 Win, 300 Win. They had 22 Nosler. Was it 22 Nosler? I think it was 22 Nosler. You know, then they had 17 and 22 Mag and 22 LR, 9, 40. They had, no, that was last week. They had 38, you know, they had 32 auto and all these rounds that are staying on the shelves longer. So that's a plus. It doesn't help that the prices are right at the top. But I went to the local shop and I got some 357 SIG jacketed hollow points from SIG. I love this round. It's so cool. I cannot wait to shoot it. These were $31.99 at the local shop, and they are $35.99 on the SIG website, so not have to pay for shipping and save a couple bucks. Pretty good deal in my book. Then somebody reached out to me. I don't know if he wants his name revealed, but Mr. R, thank you very much for sending me this. This is Spear Gold Dot 357 SIG, 125 grain hollow points. Definitely gonna put these up against the SIGs, and really love Spear ammo. It's what I carry in my 320. So thank you for sending me this. I think it's a little on the older side because this is an older box, but I'm sure it'll shoot just fine. So 357 SIG hollow points, pretty awesome. Thank you very much. And then we played a little game last week with what did I buy? I said I bought a 40 cal weapon, and with 357 SIG conversion. There were a lot of good guesses. Nobody got it 100%. It's a very specific handgun, but there were a lot of good guesses, and those that went P229, you are correct. So this is the SIG P229 DAK, dual action Kellerman trigger. Was used by Homeland Security when it was introduced. This I got it off a gunbroker for $380, so shows a heavy use on the barrel. So I'll shoot a couple 40 through it and make sure that everything is okay, and if not, I'll swap out the barrel. But also got a 357 SIG barrel from you know who, and thank you very much for sending this to me. That was really, really awesome. So 357 SIG, quick conversion, no modification whatsoever. Swap the barrel out, put the other barrel in, and you got two calibers in one handgun. It came with 3 mags, which are also heavily used, and I'm really excited to shoot this. I might get some new grips, but I'm definitely going to shoot it first. So really, really nice P229. I love the weight of this, and it's dual action only, and it's a pretty interesting trigger. I don't know exactly how to describe it, and I'll know better when I shoot it how to describe how the trigger works, but dual action Kellerman. So I went over a lot of the calibers that are out there. What's in your area? Are the prices going up? Are the prices going down? It seems that Bass Pro prices are going up, but my local shop is coming down. They had Blazer 124 grain for $22.99, and even though that's high, Blazer had been $28 there for the longest time. So if the prices are coming down at the local shop, I'm going to support them more. That's going to do it for this one. Some bad news, actually. The local range that I shoot at, Tradecraft Range, the land that the range is on was sold, and it was kind of sold out from underneath the guy who owns Tradecraft. And the range is closed indefinitely until they get everything sorted out. So right now I am rangeless, and that's kind of sucks because the subscriber shoot around that I was going to have in April is definitely on hold unless I figure something else out. And yeah, that was a major bummer. I found that out yesterday. Huge bummer. So that's going to do it for this one. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next video.